Hey everyone, in this video we will be discussing about what is meant by linear data structure and what is non-linear data structures, their definition, characteristics, advantages and disadvantages. So a linear data structure, linear data structure is a data structure in which elements are arranged in a sequential or linear order. Here, except the first and last element, every element is connected with its preceding and succeeding element. If you look at this array, here 1 is connected with its succeeding element 2, and 5 is the last element. It is connected to its preceding element, but instead between these elements are connected with its preceding element and its succeeding elements. And characteristics of linear data structures include one is sequential arrangement. Here elements are stored in a one by one, one after another order. It will form a sequence. If you look at this array 1, 2, 3 and 4, it is arranged by 1, 2 and 3 and 4. It is ordered in one by one form. So coming for the second characteristic, it is a single level organization. Here the data is stored in a single level architecture, but coming for the non-linear data structure, their hierarchical structure will be used. Third characteristics of linear data structure include sequential access or traversal. Here the elements are accessed or traversed in a linear way. All elements can be visited in a single uninterrupted run. And if we see at examples, array, stack, queue and linked list are the examples of a linear data structure. Here the elements are arranged in a linear way. There is no multi-levels and there is no hierarchical structure. Here all are arranged in a linear structure and one level structure. Coming for the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages of data structures include simple and easy to implement. It is easy to traversal in a linear data structure, and efficient memory utilization will be done in linear data structures. And dynamic sizing, it is adjusting the size of elements and be added or removed. The elements can be added or removed without adjusting the size of the array or the data structure. So disadvantages of linear data structures include limited data access, memory overhead. Here the memory overhead means to establish the relation between two elements, there should be used some memory. For example, if you look at this, here to store a relation between 1 and 2, it uses the memory known as memory overhead. It is unsuitable to perform random access of elements if required. If you want to access a element randomly which is stored in middle of the structure, it is not suitable. So here if you look at this, in an array we have letters A, B, C, D and E and F. So if you want to access the element directly C, it is not possible here. So if we want to access the C, first we have to visit A, B and then we can visit C. Without visiting A and B, we cannot access the element C. It is the main disadvantage of linear data structure. Coming for the non-linear data structures, a data structure where elements are not arranged in a sequential order is called as a non-linear data structure. Here the elements are arranged in a hierarchical or a network-like structure. So if you look at this here, the elements are arranged in a multi-level structure. But for coming for the linear data structure, there only a single level can be used to store the elements of the data structure. Coming for the characteristics, so the characteristics of nonlinear data structures are non-sequential arrangement of elements. Here the elements are arranged not in a sequential order, and multiple connections between elements. So there should be more than 2 or 3 connections between elements of the structure. And complex traversal, it is very complex to do traversal operations, and it is complex to implement the non-linear data structures. The examples of non-linear data structures include trees. A tree is a hierarchical structure with a root node and child nodes. And graph, a graph consists of nodes known as vertices and edges. These are the best examples of non-linear data structures. Coming for the advantages of non-linear data structures, It is easy to organize and organize the complex data. Complex data can be organized easily by using nonlinear data structures, and efficient searching can be done by nonlinear data structures, and they are scalable, and hierarchical arrangement of elements can be done in nonlinear data structures, and it is easy to perform search and retrieval operations. Disadvantages of nonlinear data structures include complex to implement algorithms. It is very hard to implement the algorithms as compared to linear data structures, and elements are not in a linear arrangement. Memory usage, the graphs, especially the graphs, consume more memory, and traversal will be more challenging as compared to linear data structures. Thank you.